welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to show you how I made this super easy and inexpensive planter box. I wanted to get something to just jazz up the front of my house a little bit as it was really bland. So I'm going to be going to Home Depot to purchase some cedar wood, as they do cut the wood when you purchase the wood there, and I have nothing to be able to cut the wood, so that's just perfect for me. So if you want to see me on the journey to Home Depot, just follow along, or if you want to just get straight into where I'm making the planter box, just head on over to 210. So I'm just in the line right now, a little bit of social distancing. It didn't take long to get in the store. So I did find this super cheap cedar wood, as the ones that I was seeing online was super expensive. So I'm glad I was able to find this, and the finish on this one is pretty awesome as well. I ended up getting two of the 1 by 6 feet. Actually, I got two of those, and then one of the 1 by 6 by 5 feet. So now I'm just going to be getting some framing nails as well as my spray paint. So you don't have to spray it if you don't want to, as well as you can choose to just stain it. So for the paint, I initially wanted to go with a primer and then the paint, but I saw a paint and primer combination, so I just went with that. So now I'm just off to find someone to be able to cut the wood for me, and that was a fairly easy process. So along with the supplies, I do have some scrap pieces of wood to help with support when I'm nailing the wood together. So I'm just starting off by sanding the free edge of where it was cut at Home Depot, because that section was a little bit rough. So once I finish the sanding, I'm just using the other pieces of wood to build my support piece, so I can just use that when I'm just nailing the wood together. And this part is just simple and easy. Just make sure that the sections are aligned properly and you just start nailing. Okay, and then once you have that one side nailed on, you just want to move on to the other side. Again, just making sure that everything is flush together, and as well just making sure that your nails are going in straight the correct way. I had to adjust mine a few times, but as long as you get them in the right place, and there's no amount of nails that you really have to use, just as much as you feel necessary. And there we have it with the two sides nailed together. So we're just going to move on to the last pieces, and I'm always looking to find the best part of the wood to make the top part, so that way it's always the best part that's showing. And there you have it, one planter box completed. It honestly looks really good. You can choose to leave it like this, you know, based on the look that you're going for, but it looks really amazing just as it is. But I'm going for the white look, so I'm just going to be moving on to the other planter box, and it's the same process. I'm just going to be making this one super quickly, so just follow along. Both planter boxes are now complete. I'm super happy with the way it turned out. So as you can see, it was fairly easy to do. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna be drilling some holes in the bottom so that way the water can get out. And I would suggest building or drilling the holes really small so that way your soil just doesn't seep through those holes. If you don't have a drill for this process, you can even just nail some nails in there and then just use your the back of your hammer to just pull the nails out, and then it'll just make some holes. So that's the only suggestion I can give you for this process if you don't have a drill. So right here, I'm just showing you a few little areas where the nail didn't go all the way through the wood, but that won't pose a problem at all. So now I'm gonna be spray painting the planter boxes, and I'm just gonna get my flowers out of the way. I'm also gonna be just doing a quick sand of where I drilled the holes as well, and then we're gonna get started right away with the painting. So I would suggest always following the instructions on the spray paint. It was really windy outside, but I still decided to spray paint anyways. And I would suggest wearing like a mask or something because it was even in my nose hairs. And those little corners that were cut were pretty hard because the spray paint kept seeping in there. So that's why I was holding the spray paint a little bit close to those corners. So 2 coats of paint later, and they're now drying. Remember, you don't need to spray the inside of it because that's definitely not going to be showing. And this cedar gave me a pretty tough time because it seeped into the wood, and because of the seeping of it, I ended up using more spray paint than I had to. So just be mindful of that part. But I'm loving how they turned out. So I can't wait to get my flowers inside. Now I'm gonna be adding my potting mix to the planter boxes, and then I'm gonna start arranging my flowers that I purchased at the Home Depot Garden Center. Honestly, I'm deathly afraid of bees, and I just knew that this would happen, that as I'm filming that a bee would come into the shot, and I was trying so hard not to freak out.
It's a button.
So I was just standing back to take a look just to make sure everything was just looking cohesive and aesthetically pleasing. So there you have it, guys. The planter boxes are finished and I planted all my flowers. So I do hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to watch the bloopers at the end. Yeah, but you're standing in the no standing zone. So you have to move to the side.
This side?
Yes, over a little bit more. Over to the side a little bit more. No. Okay, do you want to say something to the camera?
Yes.
Okay, what do you want to say?
I'll say subscribe to my mom's channel.
Okay, so say it.
Subscribe to my mom's channel.
Okay, what else do you want to say?
I would say, hey everyone, subscribe to my mom's channel. Hey everyone, subscribe to my mom's channel.
Okay, that's it, right?
Yes.
You said everything you got to say?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Can mommy get back to her video now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. You're such a good helper. So now you actually got to move to the side.
Stop.
Yes. A little bit more. Yeah. Some more? Perfect. Thank you.